Hello everybody and welcome to Gamestand. And today we're talking about a subject that I found while browsing across the internet, and that is about, can betas hurt games? And when I talk about betas, I of course mean the latest test phase a game can have, and where people can invite it in or just can download and play immediately and test it out, depending if it is a closed beta or open beta. And in the background there's a game that, in my opinion, fits very much within this subject, and that is Battlefield 4. And I will come later to that, why, in my opinion, Battlefield 4 is a game that is really related to the subject. So in my opinion, a beta can really hurt games, and that is because betas are there as a testing purpose, right? Where people must test the game out and find flaws or gather suggestions and post them on the forum so developers can see them and spit through them and look which suggestion can make it into the game and which not, and which bug there are in the games and how people got that bug. And most of the times sometimes developers see a beta as a disguised demo, right? Where it doesn't really matter if it get tested, but more on commercial purposes. They bring it out, they say it's a beta, people can test it out, in quotes, and it actually a testing phase for people to see if they like it or not. And in my opinion, that is really what happened in Battlefield 4 this time. And it's already a long time ago. I mean, I don't know even when the game got released anymore. But I know when it was the beta, it was of course the map Siege of Shanghai that was available, and yeah, there were issues. Let's say that of course this beta, it has issues, and they somewhat gathered some feedback, and I think they also made some updates. It's already a long time ago, so but and there was some server issues and that sort of stuff, and the forums were full of issues and bugs and suggestions or whatever. And the beta was over and the game got released. What happened, in my opinion, was that the release game was worse and had more issues than the beta had. And they were trying to fix that, and it didn't really work out. The issues kept on going, and new issues got introduced, other issues got removed, and yeah, that took like a lot of months, right? And until there was a point, like they started work that DICE LA, and I think DICE LA, Los Angeles, was previously Danger Close Studios, the makers of Medal of Honor Warfighter and Medal of Honor 2010, and they were like assigned to support duty for Battlefield 4, right? And I think they also made Star Wars Battlefront in the meantime. So, but don't quote me on that, by the way. I know very little about Star Wars Battlefront. But they got on support duty and they really fixed somewhat everything. Right now I have a lot of fun with my gaming group, which I play on there. There are almost no issues anymore. I mean, I say almost because no game is bug free, right? There are always bugs that were hidden before and come out of the shell right now. But yeah, it's really fun to play right now, and it's really stable, and there were of course issues like netcode issues and that sort of things, like you get shot by the wall, uh, and you think, how did it get shot by the wall, like that sort of stuff. And they got it really fixed, and it really is a very smooth game right now. So to that regard, that companies see a beta as a demo, as a disguised demo, I mean. I think at that moment, when they don't look at the feedback that's given enough and don't work on the given feedback, suggestions or whatever, that a game can really hurt at that moment, because people will realize that a developer is not working on the game like they are intended to, and not supporting the game like they're intended to, like it's more a money grab. And when people say that to other people, those people will get like, now, well, scared is not the right word, but you know what I mean, and they will not buy it, right? And that's a good thing in my opinion. And in that regard, betas can really hurt games in that regard. On the other hand, it can really help games, really help games, if the developer does the opposite thing of demos, and that they really keep it a beta and get as much feedback as possible and as much suggestions as possible. So and shows really that they are really working at it, they're really passionate about it, right? And when they get all this feedback and whatever, and they bring out updates while it is in beta, and people can see the improvements on that happening right in front of their eyes when they are playing, I think that is the moment that a beta can really help a game. Because people will say that, and people will know that, and people will to their friends or family or whatever, gaming buddies, to buy that game, because it is really actively supported at that moment, and more support will come. And as long as people have fun, people will buy it. That's what I really mean with that. People will tell other people to buy it. So it, in my opinion, in short, for me, it is a 50% chance, right? If a game is, if a demo, if the beta will hurt a game or not. 50% yes, it will hurt them. If a developer sees it as a demo and not a beta, and yes, it will help a game when betas are really meant to be a beta testing phase, where the developers are actively gathering feedback and suggestions. Well, that is my opinion. Yours can be completely different, and tell me yours in the comments below, and I will hope to see you guys in the next video.